Hey guys, this is a video in my Casio Scientific Calculator tutorial series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to evaluate hyperbolic trig functions on the Casio Scientific Calculator. The model I have here is a Casio Fx-300MS. However, this should be applicable to similar model calculators. Without further ado, let's get to it. First, I'm going to find the hyperbolic sine of natural log of 2. The button labeled HYP is for hyperbolic, so once I press HYP, notice that a little HYP appears on the top left corner of the screen. Now if I press sine, I get hyperbolic sine. So I'm going to open the parenthesis and type in natural log and open another parenthesis and type in 2 on the number pad and then close off both parentheses. And then press equals, and I get the hyperbolic sine of natural log of 2 as 0.75. It may be beneficial to note that once you press the hyperbolic button, it only stays in hyperbolic mode for that one calculation. Afterwards, if you just press the sine button, you get regular sine. So also it may be important to note that it doesn't matter if you're in degree mode or radian mode if you're doing hyperbolic calculations. So for this past calculation I was in degree mode, but I'm going to perform the same calculation in radian mode and get the same answer. So press mode again, and press 2 on the number pad. So now I'm in radian mode and I'm going to do the same calculation as last time. So HYP and sine, then open parenthesis, natural log, open another parenthesis, 2, and then close the parentheses and press equals. And we get the exact same answer as last time. If you're trying to do inverse hyperbolic functions, for example inverse hyperbolic sine, then we do the exact same steps pretty much, just with a little variation. So HYP, shift, and sine. Now we get sine hyperbolic inverse hyperbolic sine of whatever you type in. So I'm going to do 0.75 and close it off. This is what I have right now, and press equals, and I get 0.693 roughly, and that's the same as natural log of 2. So if you're trying to do if you're trying to do the calculations for the cosine and hyperbolic cosine and inverse hyperbolic cosine, the steps are identical. So I hope this video helps. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll try my best to help. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Check out other videos on my channel, and until next time, take care guys.